Hello there YouTube, Elita Legionarii here, and today I'll be bringing you my first online battle. Like, this is an online battle for the stainless steel mod for Medieval 2. This is the first online upload of it, like online battle upload of it. Me and SwedishLandskekt both have it, and we play it from time to time, so you'll see a few features of this mod in this battle. And anyway, might as well get down to explaining my army. I am playing as the Seljuk Sultanate, or basically it's just the Turks. So up front I have 3 units of Janissary musketeers. Look relatively similar, just sort of white gear I guess. Then behind them I have 4 units of Janissary heavy infantry, so nothing new yet. And then behind them, however, I have these Hashim, which are not in the base game. I believe they are in the Kingdom's expansion. They look fairly awesome, and they're very good heavy infantry for the Turks, so they make them a lot stronger. Then I've got a general's bodyguard over here, so as you can see they look pretty darn cool. Then I have the Capicula, of course, and out here I forgot to bring them. These are heavy archers. These are very good archers too. I completely forgot about them though, but Swedes was nice enough to, well, really, I didn't think he was going to attack them. I brought my archers up, my cavalry up to assist to make sure he didn't. And I decided not to go with Nafatoons, just because I didn't want them this time. Now, he's playing as the Cuman Khanate, which is new to this mod, like it's not the base game. He's got, I believe, some pretty awesome looking archers. He's got a big archer cluster. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 units of these dismounted beak Drazina, and behind them he's got dismounted Cuman militia. Now the interesting thing in this mod is muskets got way shorter range, or at least most of them do. These Janissary musketeers are outranged by these archers. Look how close I have to get before they're in range, so much closer than the base game. He's got 2 units of these Cossack gunners, so these are not unlike camel gunners. Look at the cavalry in this mod, they look so much more awesome. Then he's got his, let's see, Kagan bodyguard. I'm assuming this is his general's bodyguard. It looks pretty sweet. Then he's got Kagan Drazina, or Drazina, depending on how you want to say it. Then back here he's got 2 Eldali Alani light calves. I'm sure that's Alan light cav basically, or something like them. And then dismounted Kagan Drazina, basically, which is spearmen. So as you can see, there's a lot more smoke in this mod, and musketeers however do more damage now, I believe. But they do the same morale damage, but they do more damage, but they've got much reduced range, and they have the same high defense. They can take a serious thrashing. So he's going to try and shift around behind me, this Cossack gunners. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my units of heavy archers. They got extremely long range. We found out this later, a few battles later, when he was using them against me. These guys have got ridiculously long range for archers, so they're going to work out really well. So we take the cavalry fight, but my Capicula, from what we gathered, even though the Cuman Khanate appears to be a cavalry style faction, my Capicula are a lot better, because I pretty easily thrash his cavalry. So we didn't really know at this stage how good they were.
We are winning the battle.
So what I decided to do is simply shift my flank out here, so I can open 2 sides of the flank. Got my Janissary heavy infantry here in reserve, and then I put my really strong Hashim infantry here. The Turks have got a lot more options now, well, so does everyone really.
The enemy general is slain. Let's see how these snakes fight without their head.
So anyway, I get these guys here. Now he's going to make a charge on these guys, which is not a bad idea, but I wasn't too concerned. I put my infantry behind them, and I figure, because these guys have got some stats that are not unlike, they've got some pretty good stats for archers in terms of melee sense, and I've got my Janissary heavy infantry as well. And these guys are only gunner calves, so they're not, you know, he does actually rout this unit temporarily, but it almost instantly comes back fairly quickly, and he does lose quite a lot of his gun cav there, so he probably would have been better suited using his gun cav to shoot up my Capicula, but it didn't work out that way for him. As you can see, my Capicula, this unit's got taken on 2 units at once, and they're only just managing to defeat it, so I easily break through the rest of his cavalry though, my Capicula, so it didn't go too well for him that way, which we were both surprised at. Here I get my general's, I think it's my general's bodyguard, yeah, charge him in to this unit of Alan light cab, but I think he hurled a spearman in to assist, so I think I about lose that fight. So over here, my Hasham have begun the infantry fight, which is going to be an easy one for me. I simply ignore the stakes and go around them as much as I can. I just use my gun cannon to shoot him basically. I mean, he's not doing that much damage. Even after all these volleys, he's not really doing any damage to me, where I'm steadily withering through his men, because they're quite clustered up as well. Over here, I put my guy into tight formation. I believe the other one routed that time because it was in the loose, but I regroup it anyway, and his Cossack gunners did pretty decent actually. They're good. They'd be a really good unit to test out. So here I get into the back of his archers now, so he's going to be in big trouble there. And as you can see, his whole line kind of just caves in. I mean, ultimately, I'd have to say, from this fight alone, judging, I'd just say that the Turks are better. They seem to have better units, or at least the units that he brought, my units were a lot better than. I thought his cavalry would be really strong, but not as strong as the cav I brought. So, and they're only Capiculu, so they're not as, it's not as great. As you can see, the blood features in this mod are much better than in the standard game. And I just destroy his line there. So it's a pretty epic mod. And I'll definitely be bringing more from this mod. We did quite a few battles, just done them over a period of several weeks, and I just haven't had time to upload them, or I've had other uploads to do and so on and so forth. So this is going to work out nicely. I'm sure he'll probably upload these from his perspective. He might do, I'm not sure. Yes, you'll only be able to answer that, Swedes. And we're just going to finish it off with a charge here, and that'll be the end of it. He really didn't have much show against my infantry, to be honest. I really thought his cavalry would be a lot better, and I thought he thought that too, to be honest. I was very surprised with my musket style. I was like, why do I have to get so close? And that, because they're right there, and it's very different that way. But they seem to do more damage, and they seem to have really high defense as well, so it kind of makes up for it.
These are like sweet nectar. Come, let us drink of the most rare and glorious fruit.
So there you go. Only 40% of my army was killed, so it was pretty one-sided, which we were both a bit surprised at, because I really thought his cavalry would be better. So I got 842 and 144. He got 533. He still did pretty well there. So these Hasham did very well, and they would have continued to thrash most of his troops. Janissary heavy inf, they didn't really see a heap of combat, to be honest. The heavy archers, they didn't see a lot in this fight, but believe me, later on, Swedes used them in a fight against me, and boy were they tricky to try and stop, because they had such huge range. Janissary musketeers, you can see 59, 67 and 59. I mean, generally I find in the base game, musketeers do a lot of morale damage and cause mass routes, but they never really get that many kills unless they sort of fight for ages and ages. But in this game they seem to do more damage at a reduced range, so it's quite interesting. My cavalry, as you can see, majority there, they did pretty well. So there more of these battles coming as for the stainless steel mod, because it was a lot of fun. We definitely had a lot of fun, and I know that the Turks army only had a few units in it that were a bit different, but don't worry, that I used in this fight, but don't worry, there's plenty of new stuff to look at. So good game to you, Swedes. I'll link your channel, of course, so be sure guys to check your stuff out. It is awesome. I'm sure most of you already have. And we'll probably be bringing you more of these battles. I'm sure he'll upload his side of these battles at some point. I'm not sure what he's doing at the moment. He's probably still doing this series on the various units in Medieval 2, which is awesome. Now that I just thought of that, Swedes, be sure if you want someone to assist you doing it, I'm happy to. Just message me. But I'm waffling now. I must carry on and bring you another video at some point. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon next time.